Hello everyone, welcome to a new video about Gran Turismo 7 update 1.69. This update brings us 3 new cars. First of all, it's a young one, U9 from 2024. But I'm not gonna cover it because first of all, it's electric and nobody wants to drive electric cars in this game. Second, it's the wrong version because the normal car has got 3000 horsepower, the one we got in the game got barely over 1000, so not very interesting. Second car is a 1993 Porsche 911 Turbo S Lightbow. Very pretty car, one of my favorite generations of 911. It is rather expensive, costs 1.2 million, but other than that, I don't see any problems with it. I will cover it in a separate video on this channel. And the third car is the most important one in this whole update, and it's the Renault Twingo from 1993. It is a lovely little car. Very funny. I mean, it was introduced to the market as a replacement, maybe not a replacement. After Renault introduced another generation of Clio, they thought it was too big, so they decided, let's go with a Twingo. I mean, not let's go with a Twingo, let's introduce another car that's smaller. And they went with a Twingo. It's a lovely little car, very square if you look at it. I mean, if you look from the top down, it's very close to a square, so the wheels are exactly in the corners, which means there is surprisingly a lot of room inside, and the seats are, well, I'm gonna assume they're pulled from a bus, so that's the problem. And now let's go and get into some racing with it. It does have 55 horsepower stock, so it's not the fastest of cars, but it is rather lovely. It does, I must say, I wasn't expecting it to drive so nicely. It does drive pretty much like a go-kart. I mean, it is a bit heavier than a go-kart and the power to weight ratio isn't the same, but other than that, very nice car to drive. Pretty fast, I must say. I was not expecting it to maybe not be fast, but it feels fast when you're driving it. It feels rather good in the corners. As you can see, you're mincing the Fiat 500. Perhaps a little bit of bullying, but that's okay. It does feel very nice to drive, I must say. It goes nicely into the corners, and I've overshot this corner. Other than that, very nice car to drive. We minced the above, and we are going to try and catch the Toyota van. The car feels stable. It feels very nice to drive. It is a bit, how do you call it? The sound is not great. I mean, yeah, it is a 55 horsepower car, but can you look at this exit? Can we mince him? Yeah, we got him. We're gonna get him into the next corner, definitely, perhaps even on the straight. Yeah. I mean, the Twingo is actually a very fun car. Now let's get into some fun facts about the Renault Twingo. The name comes from combining 3 dance names, and that's Twist, Swing and Tango, which Renault wanted the car to sound playful and energetic. I must say, it is playful, but is it energetic with 55 horsepower? I'm not sure about that. It did look almost identical to the concept car that Renault showed to the public. Usually, you know, when you see a concept car, for example, when we saw the FT1 from Toyota that later became the Supra, the car was rather different when it was introduced to the market, but Twingo was kept pretty much the same because Renault wanted that cartoonish and futuristic look kept. It originally came with only 1 engine version and 1 transmission, with pretty much no customization to the interior, because Renault wanted to keep the costs down, which is a very sensible decision when you make a car that's this small. The interior was rather revolutionary. The rear bench could be folded, so they could get more cargo room, and also the seats inside could be folded so that you can create a bed inside of it. It was not the most comfortable of beds, as, you know, it's not a very big car, but other than that, it was very futuristic. It had a face. When you look at the front of the car, it does have a face, so people actually loved it. It looked like it was smiling, which is something that's very nice for a little car. Ooh, look at this moved on the inside. Can we pull it off? No, we can't, sorry. Yeah, the car became... Oh, yeah, we got it. The car then became a design icon in France. It is said to have symbolized a youthful urban lifestyle culture in France. Not sure about that because I don't know many young people who would like to buy a car like this. Maybe that's just because I don't know many people who, how do I say it, hate the cars that they are driving. And actually there were a couple of maybe not collectors, special editions of this car that became very sought after. I mean, the Benetton version, the Kenzo version, they were very unique. They had very unique colors and interior, so that became one of the parts that people actually loved about them. And I think it stayed in production for a very long time. I think it was in production until something like 2007, which is a very long time for a car that debuted in 1993. It was 14 years in production. Maybe not as long as, a Beetle or a Land Cruiser, but still quite a long time. Now let's get into the customization of this car, because there's one very important feature that you can do. Yes, you can swap an engine into it, and you can also wide body it. Oh my god. Imagine driving a wide body Twingo. So yeah, let's wide body the car, and then let's see the maybe not the most important, the most fun part of this car. Yes, we can swap in K24A from a Honda Civic, and the horsepower will jump by a mere 340. So yeah, we're gonna be having almost 400 horsepower in a car that's the size of basically a bed. I don't know, a massive fridge from the America. So yeah. Oh, can you hear that sound? That's a lovely sounding Twingo, if I might say so. And now let's get into the customization. Let's put some lovely livery on it. Alright, and now let's get into the customization. So, first of all, I'm gonna nick a paint job, and yes, we are going for the Renault F1 not Eclipse. Was it Eclipse? The big car. So yeah, let's put this on our little Twingo, and it does look lovely. And now let's get racing with it. I mean, I didn't upgrade anything more than the engine, so we might run into some gear problems, but honestly, I don't see any problems. Oh my god, look at how much it squats when we hit the brakes engine. I think if we had a little bit more customization, you can probably do a front flip with it. It does actually feel very nice to drive. Ooh, the Shelby's doing something. No idea what the hell was that. But now let's try and win this race. I don't think it's gonna be a problem. In Gran Turismo, if you take a car that's supposed to be very slow, put 400 horsepower in it, and then go racing, the AI doesn't really know what to do, and the AI system is not very good at it. Oh, Jesus Christ, it does bounce. Look at the camber of the rear wheels, and they're like... It is set up for cornering, as Jeremy Clarkson said. Yeah, it's not very stable. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's not very stable right now. But it is fast, I must say. It does feel rather nice to drive. I actually was not expecting this from a Twingo. And if you look at the center-mounted console, am I about now? Yeah, we are doing 220, 230 kilometers an hour. The dial was set up to end at 199, so you can see when it starts doing it again after you slow down under 200 kph. Yeah, no, look at this. We're accelerating. Yeah, 150, 160, 170, 180. Jesus, this car is fast. And 199. And the dial just decided to stop, and we are still going. But I must say, it is... Yeah, I mean, it's really fast. Let's try braking 150. Can we slow it down? Yeah, we can. Even on standard tires, standard brakes, it does feel very nice to drive. Wait, actually, no. I did put on tires, sorry. I didn't realize it, but yeah, we are on racing soft tires, so... Yeah, those were really fast. And listen to this car. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at how bouncy it is. The camera shake stays with you even after you exit from the rear view. And nope, we can slow it down. Oh. And we get a reset. I don't think anybody is catching up to us. It reminds me a bit of the, you know, when you buy a Honda Beat in this game and you swap in an engine into that, and then you can pretty much dominate every race in its class because it's got like so much horsepower that I don't think the game recognizes it exactly as a car from a higher class, but it still allows you to drive it into lower. So okay, let's brake at 150. Can we slow down? Oh no, we can slow down. Perhaps I should have gone for a brake upgrade. They are slowly catching us, but I don't think that's going to be a problem when we get to a straight, isn't. Yeah, I mean, from the entire update, I think it is the most fun car. It is, I mean, it's quirky enough that you actually want to test it out. It's not like I'm gonna use it a lot in this game. Gran Turismo is not about driving very silly cars that have 400 horsepower engines swapped into them. You do spend most of your time in GT3, GT4 cars. But it is fun, it is exactly what Gran Turismo needs, because, you know, some of these updates we're getting cars like, I know the Toyota RAV4 that is, nobody I think asked for that car to be added to this game. But yeah, Twingo is actually something I can get behind, it is fun. It doesn't corner very well, maybe. I should have put some better suspension in it. That's not the problem, is I'm gonna drive it twice, maybe 3 times. Probably in the weekly missions, because we will have to use it. And look at this corner, yes, it's going lovely. And now, out of the Parabolica, or I think it's Alboreto curve right now, I don't know, they renamed it. It's still Parabolica in my mind. We cross the line, 200 kilometers per hour. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching this video. And see you in the next one.